So yesterday was the exponent rule, right? Today is going to be the power rule. Okay, and what the power rule looks like is it looks like something like this, where I've got something inside the exponents and I'm raising it to another power. Okay, so what we're going to do is, if there's a coefficient, we're going to raise the coefficient to the outer exponent. Okay, and then we use the power rule to simplify the exponent. Okay, and what my power rule is if I have a to the m to the n, okay, now I'm multiplying that exponent. Okay, so now I have a to the m times the n. Okay, so I've got my parentheses, right? I've got x squared to the 5th power. So now I'm multiplying, and I'm going to have x to the 10. Okay, if I have two different variables inside here, that green has to go to both of them. Okay, so like I have c to the 1st power right now. So it's going to be c to the 3rd, b to the 6th. Good. Okay, so now this is where we have to be a little bit careful, is we need to decide, is my coefficient inside my parentheses or outside my parentheses? Yeah, in number 3, my coefficient is outside my parentheses, so I'm not going to put that 3rd power to it. Okay, I'm just going to drop down my -4, and then I have m to the 3rd, n to the 12th. Yep, so we're going to talk about number 4 here, where it's inside the parentheses. Okay, so if it's inside the parentheses, we have to put it to everything. So it's going to be 2 to the 5th, because that's what's on the outside. So 2 to the 5th, x to the 10th, y to the 5th. Now this is why you need your calculator, because you need to take 2 to the 5th power. What is it? 32. So 32, x to the 10th, y to the 5th. Okay, who needs help finding your power button on your calculator? Everyone knows where it's at? You sure? Okay. All right, so here, when I'm distributing rent 3 through, I've got -3 to the 3rd, x to the 6th. So what is my -3 to the 3rd power? All right, so -27, x to the 6th is going to be my answer. All right, so number 6, we've got 1/2 to the 3rd, a to the 9th, b to the 12th, and c to the 15th. All right, 1/2 to the 3rd power. So how we do that is we have to take both the top and the bottom to the 3rd power. So it's 1 to the 3rd over 2 to the 3rd. So what's 1 to the 3rd? 1, right? So 1 over, what's 2 to the 3rd? 8. So 1/8, a to the 9th, b to the 12th, c to the 15th. Okay, does that make sense how to take a fraction to an exponent? Okay. You take from the top to the 3rd power and the bottom to the 3rd power. Okay, so number 7, what's first? negative 2 to the second, a to the 8th, b to the 12th. All right, so negative 2 squared. Not negative 4, positive 4. A to the 8th, b to the 12th. Because it's negative 2 times negative 2. So if you have a negative times a negative, you get a positive. Anytime you square a number, Izzy, you get a positive number. Okay, it's always going to come out positive. Well,
And why was negative 3 to the third?
because that's to the third power. So that's negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. So negative and your negative is going to cancel, and it's going to leave you with a negative. So if your exponent is odd, it's going to stay negative. If your exponent is even, then your negatives cancel each other out. Because your calculator doesn't do order of operations. What your calculator is doing is it's taking 2 squared and getting 4, and then multiplying by negative 1. Is what your calculator thinks that you're trying to do. And that's why you got to know some of those rules in your, keep them in your brain, because your calculator's not doing it. Okay? The way that you can bypass that on your calculator, guys, is by putting it in parentheses. So if you put negative 2 in parentheses and then square it, it'll give you that positive 4. Okay? So that's one way to know for sure. Okay, so if we look at number 8, okay, what do I have? Negative 5 squared. 5 to the 8th, good. Okay, so then we have to take our negative 5 squared and get, so 25, x to the 6, 5 to the 8th. All right, now we're getting to the good stuff. Now we're taking today's rules and combining them with yesterday's rules. Okay, so we're going to do the left-hand side first, and we're going to get the 9th, y to the 9th, and then I still have times x, y squared. So now, when it's not a power to a power, now what do we do with our exponents? Now we add. So it's going to be x to the 10th, y to the 11th. Okay, so here I've got a to the 3rd times e to the 8th, b to the 4th. So now, when I've got them beside each other like this, multiplying, now what do I do with my exponents? Add them. So a to the 11th, b to the 4th. Okay, so this guy, we get negative 2 squared, a squared, b to the 4th, times 3 squared, a to the 4th, b squared. Okay, so what's my negative 2 squared? 4. What's my 3 squared? 9. So when I combine those coefficients, I get 36. A to the 6, b to the 6. All right, so moving over here, this side, 6 to the 3rd, a to the b to the 3rd, times 1/3 squared, a to the side c squared. So 6 to the third, 216. So 216 here. How about 1/3 squared? 1/9. Good. So now I have to combine these. 216 times 1/9, 24. So 24, a to the eighth, b to the fifth, c squared. Aren't these fun? They're like little puzzles. So the hard part is like trying to remember which rule you use where. Okay? So if we're looking at 13, okay, so on the left-hand side I get 2 cubed, a to the 6 plus, careful, combine this. 3, because you have a 3 there, you have a coefficient, 3 a to the 6. Okay, what is 2 to the third? Alright, so I have 8 a to the 6 plus 3 a to the 6. Do I have like terms? They do have like terms. So I end up with 11 a to the 6. And remember, if you're adding or subtracting, you don't do anything with your exponent. That makes sense? Okay. So 14. We go 3 to the 4th, and let's do that right away. What is 3 to the 4th? 81. So 81 x to the 12, y to the 4th minus 49 x to the 10th, y to the 2nd, and then we have that times x squared, y squared. So I can combine that portion, right, because it's multiplication. So I still have my 81 x to the 12, y to the 4th, minus 49, combine your x's, x to the 12, y to the 4th. Do I have like terms? Yep. So we got to take that 81 minus 49. What is it? 32. 32. So 32 x to the 12 y to the 4th. Awesome, right? All right, so let's look at this guy. They want perimeter and area. Right? How do I find perimeter of an object? Add up all the sides. So if I'm going to add up all these sides, I have 5x squared plus 5x squared plus 12x plus 12x. Now what can I combine? My x is my x squared. So I have how many x squareds? How many? I have 10x squareds plus 24x. Okay. How do I find area? Okay, so base times height, right? So area is going to be 12x times 5x squared. So that's going to give us 60x cubed. Yep. All right, so perimeter number 2. Add up all the sides, right? So 4a squared B plus 10A squared B plus 3AB. Is there anything that I can come by? My A squared B's to get plus 380 for perimeter, right? Okay, if I'm going to find area, how do I find area of a triangle? Divided by 2. Yep, base times height divided by 2, or 1/2 base times height. Okay, so we're going 1/2 times, what's my base? 3AB times, what's my height? 4A squared B. So multiply our coefficients. Six. A, 2B squared. I know, it's great, right? All right, these are the same, and we'll talk about those last two when we get to them. So, your assignment